Let's see if we can go live. Welcome, people, to the most boring live stream ever on YouTube today. Oh, chickens. Hey, guys. There's some rice for you. Hi, chicken. Hey, Leslie, thank you. Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Oh, I gotta put my glasses on. Hey, Tapatio, it's good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Some rice for you guys. You guys already cooped up? Got some rice, guys. Want to come back out, get some rice? Hey, Bouncer, welcome in. Thanks for dropping by. There's some eggs for you guys, too. Hey, Lee Song TV. Thanks for dropping in. Hey, chickens, look. Want some rice? Late night snack, guys. Hey, Mama Cookie, welcome in. Mama Cookie, I found that those things of mushroom tea. I mean coffee. God, I'm going retarded. Thanks, Suzanne. Welcome in. Hey, Tom, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Hey, Jet, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. You just put your chickens up, Tommy? That's cool. Yeah, I messed up when I said tea. There are two different types of mushroom coffee, Bouncer. I just heard coffee. Our coffee here, 25 bucks for 20 ounces. Holy cow. Wow, that is expensive. You gonna try your own version of the tea? Sweet, Bouncer. You have 7 coffee trees? So coffee beans come from a tree? I never knew that. If I give you guys more, you probably won't coop up, right? All right, well, we're going to try it. We're going to try it anyways. Here you go. I had too much eggs left over from using egg wash on the pork tenderloin, so I scrambled the eggs for the chickens, and now I'm feeding it to the chickens. Bouncer says probably a mushroom mullein or a mushroom goldenrod mixture. That sounds good, Bouncer. I'd go for the mullein. Hey, Chevy, welcome in. Thanks for dropping in. Jet says yes, and I have my coffee tree specifically for the outer coffee berry, which is very high in antioxidants, but now all them for the beans. Hey, thanks, Jake. I made it before January, too. The gray chickens. They're all gray to me, Jet. This one there, that's an ice of brown. That one there is an ice of brown. That one, that one, that one, and that one are those Easter egg laying things. Tommy says, Dawn cooked. Mexican meal for her nephew yesterday, so the chickens got ground tortillas mixed with lentil sprouts and canned sweet corn tonight. Sweet, Tommy. Goldenrod is a natural antihistamine and all around us. Jake says, you saw my pics last night? Yeah, I did, Jake. Goldenrod's a cool herb. You went 10 and 2 with 5 perfect. Yeah, I know, dude. That was excellent. Just think if you bet on every one of those, man, you'd have a pocket full of cash, dude. Bouncer says, baby slab gets wings from goldenrod tea, like Red Bull is supposed to do. Sweet, Bouncer. Jet says, Easter egg, like a green egg or a spotted egg. They're different colored eggs, like green eggs and blue eggs. Just weird colored eggs, Jet. Hamzat by round 1 submission this Saturday. Yeah, I still haven't decided what round I'm picking, Jake, or how I'm picking him to do it. So far, I'm pretty sure he can do it. Online gambling is illegal in my state. Have somebody out of your state bet, dude. Hey, Eggman, welcome in. Thanks for coming. One of the only states where we can't bet online. That sucks, Northwest. Mama Cookie says, baby slab bounces off the walls when she drinks goldenrod tea. Sweet. Tommy says, Easter eggs are known to get bound easily. You have to soak their butts in warm water and Epsom salt. Right, Tommy? But we haven't had that issue so far. They don't seem to lay as big eggs as the Isa Browns or the other chickens do. I don't know anyone and have no money to bet anyways. I hear ya. I don't know how to bet, Jake, unless it's, online anyways, and I don't have the cash either. I know a guy in Arizona who bets, so I could hook you up with him. He'll cut you in on a percentage. But I hope people who bet make money off my picks. I hear you. Jet says, Tom, I'd use the Epsom salts, but give them chia seeds. Jet says, pay with chickens. Now that I could do, Jet. I could bet chickens or goats. I don't think they'd take it, but Bouncer says, what's this cash thing you speak of? That fake government currency, Bouncer. Northwest says, I can provide the picks if he can provide the cash to bet and give you a small percentage. Yeah, dude, I used to do it with him a while back, a couple months back when my health was better. Jet says, I need to make ramps for my chickens. That's cool. Jake says, Federal Reserve note. Bouncer says, toilet paper. Come on, you guys. There's only 2 of you guys that need to go in. I'm dropping everything. Mama Cookie says, what's currency? Jet says, the promissory notes. Eggman says, hotter than hell here this week. 103 or 105 every day. Yeah, Eggman, it's horrible, man. Jake says, Bitcoin is accepted if you don't like US dollars. And Bouncer says, toilet paper is still the most important paper in the White House, and it will never change. Jet says, regarding Bitcoin, what if they unplug the internet? How do you get your money out? Bitcoin's safer than the US dollar, in my opinion. I messed up years ago. I bought a bunch of Bitcoin, and I fell for the crap that Bitcoin was gonna fold, and I bought it initially to get some stuff off the dark net. And when that big rumor was going around how Bitcoin was gonna fold and everything before it shot up, if I would have kept it instead of spending it, I'd be like a millionaire now. But I didn't quite understand it, so I just used it in order to get stuff off the dark net. US dollar is nothing, a promissory note. Your autograph is what gives value. Bouncer says the sun will be unplugging everything soon. I have spoken. Jake says maybe some countries might, but not the whole world. Eggman says keep a little silver, lead, and brass. I've got a good amount of lead, Eggman, in case I have to make bullets. Jet says I have more trust in the sun than the controllers of this world. Right? All right, chicken. Yeah, lead. Canned goods and coffee, the barter system. I know if everything falls apart, I can still provide enough food to survive. That's my only worry. Bouncer says clear water is where it's at. Jet says I have honeybees. We did at one point. We don't anymore, Jet, because we have a plane that flies over that does aerial spraying, and he's poisoned everything around here. All our bees end up dying. Get in your house. Hey, hey, hey. Eggman says the sun ain't going anywhere, pretty near eternal as far as we mere mortals are concerned. That's by design, Road. It's the same everywhere and they blame it on a disease. I hear you, Bouncer. Jet, Jet says I went from 21 hives down to 3. I just got one of those hives where the frame's open so you don't even have to go in the hive to get the honey. Sweet. Eggman, you like the shirt? Yeah, this is my special shirt from Jenny Jones. The I Hate Spam shirt. It rocks. Jake says YouTube's deleting his comments. Jet says they're poisoning everything. I wish I had a primary water source. So important. Look, guys, after all these years, the compost finally went back to the compost pile. It's not here on this side of the door anymore. Thanks to Birdie P. Jenny Jones just hit 700 subscribers on her channel. Man, there's a lot of craziness going on now with good old Cop Tua and so much more. And that guy Warren Muckdale calling in and ratting everybody out. That's unbelievable. How can you go around and just rat people out? Make it, make it your business to go around ratting people out. I don't understand it. Oh. Informant. Yeah, no doubt. He called in on Lane Myers. He did it to Sean Paul Reyes and got a whole bunch of people, man. It's crazy. Oh, camera keeps slipping. Bouncer says, I just pay attention to the skies. Something is coming and I don't think it's good, but I do think it's normal and overdue. Jet says, careful who you trust. Mama Cookie says, congratulations on the 2,000 mark. Thanks, Mama Cookie. Eggman says, ratting out people gives some a sense of power and purpose. I guess, Eggman. I mean, I can't imagine going to people's channels and just surfing them, so I can call whoever they're beefing with. Hey, Dillhole, thanks for dropping in, man. You didn't bring any rascals with you, did you? a very bright light. I thought it was the sun. Actually, Jet, I hate this light. It's an LED light. It's more efficient than the old ballast they replaced. But for some reason, this energy efficient light costs $10 more a month. Doesn't make any sense. Bouncer says, narcs are narcs, and like pigs, I don't speak to them either. Don't know the language. Got you, Bouncer. Yeah, those LEDs are rather toxic, but just don't directly look into it. I like it saves on money and electricity, but they charge you more for it than they do the old style. And the excuse to upgrade to LED is that they don't have ballast for the old lights anymore. Like, they don't make ballasts at all for fluorescent lights. I mean, it's a big line of bullshit. Eggman says, gotta go feed Muddy and round up some ducks. Safe night, y'all. Take care, Eggman. Have a good night. I'm about ready to go finish cooking up the pork tenderloin. It was an 8-pound tenderloin. I only cooked half it yesterday, so got the other half today. Jet says, it's all about screwing us one way or the other, but I'm starting to screw back. I got you, Jet. Jet says, I have a new pig, but I'm not going to eat him. When we lived in Capron on the farm there, my two boys, we had 3 pigs, Jack, Cherie, and Allison. And when it came butchering time, we harvested them. They used their bow and arrows with a broadhead, and we took the pigs out that way. And we ate those pigs. But we raised them for 9 months, I believe. Either 9 or 10 months. We were supposed to raise them for 8, and we went a little longer than normal before we harvested them. The bugs are really loud tonight. Just as mine rolls on his back so I can pet him. I found him on the street. Hey, thanks, Fredington Code. Welcome in. Thanks for dropping by. Jet, watch out, because pigs can carry scabies just like humans. You can actually get the crabs from a pig. So if you found him on the street, make sure you check him real good that he doesn't have scabies. I know, it's disgusting, but it happens. I'm not really sure how they get them in the first place, though. And then if you have a male pig, if you ever see him mate, his wiener's a corkscrew. Oh crap, geez, scabies. Is that like what coyotes get? I don't know if coyotes get them. Pigs get them though, and scabies, they're just like human crabs. Shoot, I'm not planning on mating or sleeping with them. You don't have to, Jet. If he's got them, they can just crawl on you. When you pet it or you feed it, when it rubs against your leg, you don't have to mate with it. Bouncer says it's no mystery how a pig gets the crabs. What the hell? Yeah, I'm sure there's other ways they get them, Bouncer, than through sexual contact. I mean, because you can get crabs without ever sleeping with anybody. You know, some dirty chick crawls in your bed who has scabies, guaranteed you'll have them the next day. I'm just not sure how pigs get them. It might kind of be like the same way people get tapeworms or pinworms. Pinworms come from roundworms. The egg's in the soil, so might be the same. I'm not sure about crabs. I'd have to check it out. I'll have to research it and figure it out now. Dang, but we may not have those here in California. We don't have ticks nearby, but I'll be careful and research. Bouncer says I'm a manhole. Yeah, I don't think you got to be in any specific part of the country to have for scabies to exist. Kind of like roundworms, tapeworms, whipworms, hookworms. Those parasites are pretty much everywhere. Mama Cookie says you can get crabs just from sitting on an unclean toilet seat. Yeah, you can pretty much get crabs anywhere someone who is infected with them comes. I'm not sure where they originate, though. I know that you get pinworms from roundworm eggs being in the soil and somehow ingesting them. Like kids get them from playing in sandboxes and shit. Hey, Lynn Mitzi, good evening. Welcome in. Thanks for coming. Jet says, shoot, I've never had crabs. You don't want them either. News Now Lewiston says you seem to know all about it. Yeah, I've had pigs with crabs before. News Now, sure have. Bob said, yeah, sorry about that again, Mama Cookie. I had a big old Cheshire White pig that had the crabs. We called her Linda. What's the temperature here? It's about 94 degrees today, Jet. And it's humid as can be. I'm having a real hard time breathing. Hag's in the house in the AC because she can't breathe at all. Jet says, did you eat Linda? Yes, we ate Linda. You have sex with pigs? No, we don't have sex with pigs, News Now Lewiston. Bill Ho says, Bouncer, I don't even know her. Lynn says, swamp hot. Yeah, it's hot and nasty and humid. I do want to find out how pigs initially get the crabs, though. That's one parasite that I don't know how it spread. It sounds like I do? Oh, okay. You have a very twisted brain, dude. Very twisted. Bouncer says, Bill Ho, I'm confused. Yeah, we also ate Jack, Cherie, and Allison. With Jack, Cherie, and Allison, that's the first time the boys had to dispatch and then butcher a pig for us to eat. Bouncer says, here, Lewis, don't smell this. I soaked it in cider. I'm not the one who just admitted to watching pigs fuck and looking at a pig's dick. Well, when you're on a farm, if you haven't seen a pig's dick and you haven't seen pigs fuck, you're not a farmer, dude. Definitely not a farmer. Jet, 94 with humidity, hell. It was 80 here today, but it's 75%, which is rather high for San Diego. Yeah, this weather's horrible, Jet. Eggman's dealing with 105 degrees, and I don't know what his humidity is, but I'm sure it's way up there, too. So very cool compared to you guys. Yeah, the other day it was overcast and stuff. Lewiston says, no, I'm not a pervert. All right, Dillhole, take care. Thanks for dropping by. It's very nice here. It's a little on the hot side for me. I'd rather have it down around 65 with a low humidity. Bouncer said, I put my homemade wine in jars so I don't need a pig corkscrew to open the bottle. I hear you, Bouncer. Jet says, no, in California, it's nice. Your temperature sounds like hell. It is hell, Jet. It's horrible. Even the chickens don't like it, man. That's pretty bad when a bird doesn't like the temperature. Lynn says it's hot in the south. I'm just glad we have hit that 105 mark like Eggman. That would be horrible. Hopefully tomorrow will be cooler. Or tonight it cools down a lot. Either one. Jet says, I'll make a swamp cooler. I just put a thing of frozen water in front of a fan. I don't have air conditioning or a heater except a fireplace. We just don't need it. That's cool, Jet. Improvise to survive, man. Lynn says, we had feels like near 125 last week. Hated that. Bouncer says, at News Now Lewiston, your About page says, you French kiss your daughter because you don't have teeth? What the fuck? Blind Straight, welcome in, 8675309. Lynn says, where's Jenny? I don't know, she's MIA right now. She just went up to 700 subs on her channel, Lynn. Hey, Cat Lady Kim, welcome in. Good to see ya. Thanks for dropping by. Jet says, News Now Lewiston. People who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Blind says, I'm calling her right now. Blind Straight, don't lose her number. It's the only one you want. Send it off in a letter to yourself. Lynn says, I love you, Nightbot. Blind says, I eat spam sandwiches with her. That's okay, Blind. You can eat spam sandwiches with her. She gets me t-shirts that say, I hate spam. I'll take the t-shirt over the spam sandwich. I win. Blind says, you can't eat a shirt. Yeah, that's true, Blind. I can't. I don't have enough teeth to chew it up, but I'd still rather have the shirt. Jet says, it's nice to see you all here. Is it a requirement to gather a wrench on this channel to be a chomo? It's a requirement if you don't have a wrench. And Jet says that News Now Lewiston, what's bothering you tonight, Pumpkin? I think it's actually News Now Houston. He just changed his channel name. Right, Mama Cookie? Some people, they make bad trolls. They don't even troll good. Jet says anger is usually just fear dressed up. Blind says, how much rain did you get down there? I don't know who you're talking to, Blind. If you're talking to me, we didn't really get much, thankfully. We only got about an inch. Jet says, maybe News Now Aunt with Linda. Then so he's pissed. Maybe. Maybe, Jet. Bouncer says, News Now Numbskull's more like it. So weak and fuzzy, like a teddy bear with a hole in it for obvious reasons. Blind says, I got the same. So you got an inch too, Blind? That's cool. Cat Lady Kim says, it's been raining in Tampa all day and it's still raining. Oh, that sucks, Kim. Lynn says, we had enough rain in March. Too dang much. Jenny says, congrats on the 2K. Welcome in, Jenny. Thanks. Blind says, enough rain to get the mosquitoes and flies riled up. News Now would be worth more if he had 2 holes. Oh, Lord. Tom says, I will be chilling with a beer and a bowl as soon as I find my bowl. Sweet. See, I called Jenny Combs. Yeah, the 8675309 number must work, Blind. Bouncer. Jenny mating. I gotta make some THC cookies. I just haven't had the time yet. Jet says it's all about the butter. Yes, it is, Jet. All about the can of butter. But I think this time I'm going to make them chocolate chip. I'm not going to make them sugar cookies. Bouncer says it's the mating call of Jenny Jones. Lynn says can of butter. Blind says new storms went north of you and south of me. That's good. Cat Lady Kim says I'm going to send you some canned possum. No, you're not, Cat Lady Kim. There is no such thing as a canned possum. It can't be. I refuse to believe it. For some reason, this thing just keeps shrinking down. You saw it on my wish list? No, you didn't, Cat Lady Kim. Jenny says, did we have a troll? If you want to call it that, Jenny. Guaranteed I did not put any kind of possum on my wish list. It's bad enough that I catch them in the traps all the time and I fight these raccoons. I would never want a possum. Blind says Cat Lady took the troll away. News Now just feels like fun target practice to me. Whenever I see that News Now, no, he wasn't worthy, Jenny. He was not a worthy troll. Whenever I see News Now, I think of News Now, PayPal Patty, News Now Flat Tire. It just, and then I think of News Now Houston. That News Now really, it's strange, man. Really strange. Bouncer says, Jenny Jones, it was a mentally unstable person. Jenny says, a little gnat then. Blind says, probably one of Bouncer's trolls. Mama Cookie says, yep. That's cool. All the fun trolls have came and left, like Wilma Dickfit and Karen Dicktoff. And God, there were a bunch of them. Jet says, who was that roly-poly guy who squealed a lot? I think he was a News Now guy, too. Man, there's been so many News Now. Remember that News Now Ohio? The one that got popped for propositioning a 7-year-old, trying to do sexual things? That was some crazy stuff, and they found out he was abusing his daughter, too. Jet says he had a wife he went around with, too. I'm trying to think, Jet. I'm trying to think. I can't pull the name out. Bouncer says, can't find a link for it, Jenny. Just scroll up. I thought he was in Texas. Hey, Kathy Colby, welcome in. Thanks for dropping by. Patrick, yeah, I think you mentioned him. Yeah, PayPal Patrick. PayPal Patty. PayPal Flat Tire. When he grifted for that flat tire that he needed everyone to buy him so he could get home when he was actually at home with his car parked at home and he got busted. Miss Joe busted him out. And everyone started calling PayPal Patty PayPal Flat Tire. And then it got changed to PayPal Patty. If you could only donate a few dollars for your freedom, I need a tire, I need this, I need that. My girlfriend's pregnant, we're having a kid. Bouncer says PayPal Patty is a cola guzzling, free pizza eating patty. Yeah, I'm not real fond of PayPal Patty. Jet says eventually your bad behavior gets exposed. True, Jet, true. You've got your sect of the weird ones, and then you've got your sect of the auditors that were good but got shut down by the government. So that list is crazy. And then there's a whole list of people who died. Bouncer says my bad behavior has made me famous. Jeff says I think this group can sniff them out pretty quickly. I heard a guy the other day on a panel talking about how every auditor out there is a frauditor, and how Sean at Long Island Audits didn't leave Fahey's porch, and how Sean went there to make all that crap happen. I mean, it was just ridiculous. I mean, he hates everyone. His name was G.E. Swag. Jet says a bouncer slab. I'll have to watch. Is there a video for that? Yeah, go look for Bubbles on Bouncer's channel, Jet. Blind says Bouncer is famous for the worst pizza on earth. Jet says blanket statements like that make it easy to disregard those people. Lynn says I love Bubbles. Bubbles, K. Like scrubbing Bubbles? Yeah, but no scrubbing in it. Bubbles is awesome. And Blind says and Bouncer makes wine. And forages mushrooms, and goes fishing, and cooks. And let's just say Bouncer does a whole lot of everything. But yeah, you got to check out Bubbles. He's classic. Lynn says that for 50 cents you can blow Bubbles. That's true. Blind says, and he eats real good steaks. And he makes good jerky too. Bouncer says at Jet 888, Bubbles has the best Thanksgiving specials on my channel. Bubbles is world famous. Bouncer said he made surf and turf tonight. Sweet. All right, people, I think I'm going to skate out of here. I'm going to go and... Line says I'm eating pork tacos. I'm going to go and cook up the rest of the pork tenderloin. I got 4 more pounds to cook up, so it's going to take a while. So, take care, everyone. Thanks for coming to the most boring live stream ever on YouTube today. And hanging out when we hit the 2K, which is awesome. Jet says, nice to see y'all. Watch those crabs. Yes, thanks for reminding me. I would like to, I'm going to go research and find out how pigs get crabs in the first place. I want to know that. And Mama Cookie, I found those 2 mushroom coffees for you. So if you email me, I can get them out to you whenever you email me. All right, take care, everyone. With that, peace. We're out of here.